Charles, let's go back to Mazeo a little bit. He's one of, I think most people would say, kind of the top three guys in state. Most people kind of have Cam, Josiah, and then Mazeo, in that conversation there with the top three. South Carolina it was kind of weird. It felt like they were the favorite. Then Tennessee jumped in, stole him. South Carolina gets him to flip back. I think another just big perception get for them. But on the field, looks like a guy that can do a lot of different things. What do you see from him? And do you think he remains an athlete designation, or do you think he could be potentially flipped to true wide receiver in the rankings?
He's going to be flipped to receiver for sure. I honestly, we probably already should have done that. We probably should have done that in the fall. I think back to when I watched him to do the evaluation for the media purposes when he committed to Tennessee. I guess, kind of earlier in the season, I think he really turned it on since then. Because I remember kind of thinking like his production was okay. It wasn't going to blow you away. And I think maybe it might have been that offense at Greenville just kind of took off. Like he and Tyler Brown both kind of just started dominating for the most part. I think if you're just going strictly off the film, you have to like what you see from Mazeo Bennett. I think he is, stacking him in those receivers. No promises. I don't really like to make rankings promises, but I think he is a guy who is likely to move up when you're stacking him among the receivers. I think he just does everything well. He's very well rounded. He's a good route runner. He has a pretty good catch radius. He's not this isn't like a Sidney Rice type of possession receiver, but he extends to make contested catches. He can go over the middle. I love that he does like dirty work. He's a phenomenal blocker. Like I think he has clips. I think the start of his highlight video is him blocking. He can do a lot of stuff. I think maybe like the biggest unknown or kind of what we want to see from Mazeo Bennett, just in terms of his evaluation is, I don't think he really runs track or does a lot of other sports. It's basically football only. So just, I think, getting more context on the type of athlete we're dealing with in terms of the speed. I think the play speed is very good, but just in terms of just kind of clearing that up and adding more context, I think would be helpful, and stuff like that would probably, I would think, like add to upward mobility in the rankings as we kind of get more information on it. But I came away, I worked on receivers extensively, and I came away really liking what I saw from him. Like he was a guy who was kind of a stock up type. Relative to where that falls overall, it's difficult to say until we put the whole like 1 through 300 order together. But stacking him in the receivers, I think he will likely be a guy who sees a rankings bump from us.